Good morning viewers, it's Monday morning, it's around 10 to 9. I'm actually closed at the moment due to this big fencing job that I'm on, that you've seen me on. But I'm just opening up I'm here today because I'm making the fence panels. I've got another load of fence panels to make for some of my customers, about 20 odd panels to make today. So I've had to take a day off the job to do the fence panels. So I'm just opening up now the gates and the warehouse because I've got a customer coming in to collect an order this morning. I'm going to let him in, serve him, and then I'm going to get cracked on making all these panels. And what a lovely morning. It was freezing cold about 1 o'clock when I got here and I started, but look at it now. It's absolutely beautiful and it's warming up. So I'm feeling good. I'm really tired from this big fencing job. I'm aching from head to toe and I'm shattered. But it is what it is. So let's get these gates open. They're locked, look. Let this customer in, serve him, and then I can get on with doing some panels. I'll catch up with you shortly. Okay viewers, update, it's now almost 2 o'clock. I've been busy so far making all of these. These are for a customer order to pick up tomorrow, my wholesale customer, with some 6x6s, some 6x5s and some 6x3s, Vertilaps. And he's also having this big panel, which is a 6 foot by 6 foot double-sided archtop palisade. Obviously I've made all those you've just seen, and that double, and this one here, and there's 2 wooden 4x4 8 foot posts going with that. So I've got another order to make today, 7 6x6 panels, but these are quite even more tricky. These are with built-in trellis in the top, 5 foot panel with a built-in 1 foot trellis in the top. I'm about to start making them, so I'll get cracked on with them and we'll catch up shortly. Right then viewers, what we're doing here, we're making the trellis top panels, 6 foot high, 5 foot feather edge and a foot trellis in the top. I'm starting up on making these 7, so I'm making the 7 panels, look, and then there's just a trellis to make and screw into the top when I've finished. So I make all of the panel and all of the trellis myself. I don't like buy the trellis in. It takes quite a bit of work, but you see they'll be nice when they finish. So I've done 5 more of these frames to make, and then I'll make the trellis, and I'll catch up with when I start doing the trellis. Good morning viewers, it's Friday morning, it's currently just gone 9:30. I'm off the fencing job today, just got a day off of that big job you've seen me on. I'll be honest, I'm absolutely shattered. I ache from head to toe and I feel sick. You've seen me working on it on my own and it's just such hard graft. But I've got a day off the job today because we've just got to put a 9-foot corner post in, concrete, and I can't do that on my own, it'll finish me off. So Cole's here tomorrow, Saturday, so me and Cole's going to go and put that post in tomorrow, and there'll be a couple of small sections just to cut and fit, to make and fit just to the end, and then that job will be complete. What a job, it looks amazing. You'll get to see the full finished job once we've completed it. We're going to go Saturday morning, put the big 9-foot concrete corner post in, and then take a couple of measurements. There'll be a little end panel to go once we put that. I've got basically 21 bays in up to all like here, and then there's one more bay. We're going to drop that 9-foot post in. We'll have a small section there, take a measurement, make a panel to fit, cut a gravel board to fit, go back, fit, slot that in, tidy up, job done. Biggest job I've done today, and I'll be honest, it really has shattered me. It took everything I've got. So we've got a day off today off the job. What we're doing is making panels. I've got over 100 panels on order, so while I've been on the job for 2 weeks, I've not been able to make any panels at all, so I've been on the job. So we're now trying to catch up with all my orders for panels. So far this morning I have made the first order, which is 6 panels. I'll show you those. Ooh, bear with me. Right, there we go. So we've got 5 6x5 Vertilap panels, and one slightly smaller, it's 161 centimetres, look, slightly smaller finishing panel. 6 panels in total, made them so far this morning. Now I'll get on to the next one. The next order is just for one single panel. It's a 6-foot by 6-foot archtop Vertilap panel, so we'll get that one made next. And there is the 9-foot concrete corner post. That I'm just saying, I just can't manage that on my own, I'll be honest. I've done a couple of 8-foots, but I'm so tired from fitting all that fencing. If I try and lift that and put it in on my own, I think it could finish me off. And the problem is, you'll know, all your fences, if that goes in and it's the wrong height or it needs to come back out, I'm not going to get it out on my own. So we'll wait for Cole tomorrow and hopefully get that in tomorrow and get that job finished. Right folks, that's another one done. 6-foot by 6-foot arch top. They are big panels there and the boards are quite wet, fresh boards, so it's quite heavy. But that's that one done. So what we'll do now is we'll get on to the next order. Whew. Still feeling it from that fencing job. So I've done that one, and as you can see we have a pad and it is absolutely full. Seriously. everything you can see in this card are orders for fencing and gates. It goes on and on and on. There are literally over 100 things in here. So that one done. Next one, oh god. The next order is for a wholesale customer that has loads of panels, and he wants 9 6x4 vertilap panels, 1 6x3 vertilap panel and 1 6x5 vertilap panel, and he's picking them up on Monday morning. Look, Friday today, so I'm going to get them made next, ready for him. So I'll get on with them and catch up with you soon. Right viewers, update, it's now 2:15. I got to lunchtime, I've had some lunch and I've had to go and buy a load more wood. I ran out of wood, and look at that. Basically just been about an hour to suppliers and bowling, all of that in the back of the van. Some 4x4 posts, 120 bike rails, literally 500 or 600 feather edge boards in different lengths, and there is a concrete gravel board, 6-inch one tucked in there as well, look at the side of those posts. So I need to get all this now out of the van, get it all unloaded and carry on making fence panels. So I'll get this unloaded and I'll catch up with you when it's done. Right folks, sometime later, 30-40 minutes, something like that. All we've got left now, look, is a 6-inch smooth gravel board, a couple of bags of post mix and a few tools in van there for the job tomorrow, which you'll see us put that 6-inch gravel board in. And then I've put the 4x4 posts on the rack there, because they're being collected along with a fence panel order that I'm currently making. I started this morning, as you saw. So then posts are going with those panels and a load more panels when I make them. And then we've got some, this is what I picked up earlier. We've got some 4x2s, 3.6 metres long on floor there. They're going to be cut on the saw, and there for some gates. Got 3 gates on order, so we're going to make those. And then we've got 120 fence panel back rails, which I've just stood up there, close to the bench. And then we've got a load of 4-foot feather edge. So I'm making those first. I've got 12 4-foot panels to make. Boards are there. And I've just got 2 5-foot panels. There's some boards on there for the 5-foot slot. Then a load of 6-foot boards there. So that's the van unloaded. Running out of time as usual, but we'll try and make a few more panels today, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Right folks, that's the end of another day for Fred at the Woodyard. I've just made another 3 6x4s to go with the panels I made this morning. These are all being delivered first thing in the morning. Look, 3 different deliveries there. So Cole's in tomorrow, so we're going to get these delivered, and then we're going to go and fit that monster post, 9-foot corner post, get that concreted in, get a measurement for the final panel and cut a gravel board, and come back to the yard and go back and get those fitted and get that big job finished off. So I'll be able to show you the finished job tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll catch you again, folks. Morning viewers, it's Saturday morning, it's about 7:45. I've just opened the gates, I'm waiting for Cole to come in so we can get started today. We've got a customer coming to collect some kindling as well. He should be here first thing. He's rung me because the yard's currently closed while we get this big job finished. It's quite a nice morning, it's a little bit fresh, but sun's shining. And here we are, gates are open. Farmers ploughed the fields yesterday, look. We've got some crops going in anytime soon. So we're going to start this morning. We've got to get this van loaded so we can get out this morning and get cracking. So I'll go and start getting ready, and we'll catch up when Cole gets here and we get some work going. Cheers. Right then viewers, here we are. Look, we're on the very last bay of this giant fencing job after 2 weeks today since we first started removing it. So we're on the very final bay, so I'll let you watch and hopefully enjoy us putting this in. Changed my mind since I finished it. When you walk down there now, it feels private.
Yeah.
And what our first thought got is you're not looking. If that were lower, you're distracted all the time. You're looking to see what,
Yeah.
you don't, it don't, if it makes sense, like, it doesn't draw any attention to you over there because it's that private. When you walk in looking, you don't think
You're not thinking about
care
it,
or
yeah.
you're not doing that look. It feels really private. I thought that when I finished it and I walked down there, I thought, no, I think it's...
yeah, it's probably is right.
Yeah.
Right, innit?
You can just walk up and down your garden and you feel private.
Especially, like I say, when you're in a hot tub and that.
Yeah, you feel
You
private.
ain't got the thought of like something
You feel private. It feels... yeah, it's good. And look, folks, it's in the big giant post that I was frightened about. We didn't manage to film it, unfortunately, but between us, we did manage to actually get this post inserted properly. And now we're just obviously getting it in the right place and hopefully get it level and get it concreted in. This is the final post, 23rd post, I believe it is, and it is the biggest one. So I'm really pleased now this is going in.
Yeah, I've got to think about both sides of the level with this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to tell you to dig a tight hole, but this is probably doing it like this and you can't get out of it.
I feel it's fucking full of one, mate.
Yes.
Right, leave it at that second.
Just get it out of it. That's a joke, man. It's one bag, you can't pop. You can't put this in one bag. That's what it says on the front. One bag. Yeah, it's that London mixes.
Is it still looking line way through?
Turning that way, I think. Oh, no. It's way out. See what I mean about this mix? It's fucking mad. I should swear on the camera. Spend all my day deleting it, it's got to stop there now. It is out. Still wants to get some more. You see what I mean? The trouble I am trying to pull it out of it, trying to lift it and it's set. I can't do it. You won't notice that. I'm trying to come out. Crazy, honestly, crazy. It's full of water as well. It's still blocking it up. That's it, wait. Yeah, I've got water coming through.
A bit more water.
Yeah, it is a bit, especially down that back.
Told you, don't bother. I was saying, you just do a full job. Don't bother washing it.
That's the concrete.
So I haven't washed any of these.
It's not good for washing or concrete.
You go over, have a bucket outside and just soak them in that before you put them in water.
It's not good.
Yeah, nice.
So I was concerned the other day because I was breathing loads of powder and I thought, will it settle me in my chest? And I'm just complaining there, folks, to Cole, that I'm covered in concrete and post mix, and these clothes were clean on. Yeah, I'll pack everything away. Yeah. Once it's set, get some measurements.
Are we doing that gravel board now or later?
There we are, viewers, that post in. Let's have a look at this now from the back. I can show you the 22 bays look from the back of it, and I'll be honest, I think it even looks nice from the back. So, my God, what a job. 22 bays were pulled out, as you saw, and 22 new bays installed. 7 foot high, 6 foot panels, 1 foot gravel board, 9 foot concrete post look. I'll be honest, I'm so happy with this. Absolutely delighted. I really am. I've worked myself really hard, but I'm very, very proud of this, and this is just from the back. So wait till you see I can't wait to show you the finished view from the front. As I said, I actually do think it still looks really good from the back. And look at that, it's very, very straight. You can see from here, it really is. I think I've done myself proud. I really have. Okay then, viewers, are you ready for this? Because this is my proudest moment. Let's have a look at the before. So remember, all this was here originally, and we've removed all of this with no machines, and we've done it all by hand and just hand tools. So yeah, it's overwhelming, I'll be honest. When I first looked at the job, I thought it was too much for me, but I took it on. And this is obviously the before now, and at times it has almost killed me, I'll be honest. One night I had to sleep on the kitchen floor to straighten my back. It did nearly break me, I'm not going to lie. But look at this, viewers. Oh my God, I am proud. Look at this. I'll let you see it for yourself. I really am over the moon. The customers are over the moon. That's the main thing. I remember I've done most of this on my own. The 6-inch gravel board's in there, if you can just see it down on that big drop. But yeah, again, it just looks great, doesn't it? Even though it's arch topped on a slope. All that work, all that effort, sweat, blood, tears at times, but this is why I do it. Yeah, fantastic. I just hope you agree, and hopefully we're coming back to do that part for them. Customers said they're that pleased with this, they'd like us to do the top bit as well there. So hopefully, and there we go, look, there's the full view. 2 weeks graft, 22 bays, but we're now finished. Biggest job I've done. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, please. I know I keep saying it, but I am overwhelmed. I didn't think I could do it on my own, but I needed the money, I needed the work. So I just had a go, and there we are. Amazing.